Hello and welcome. Today we are filming with our new and improved background. What do you think? I love it. I love nature. I love lights. Who doesn't love a little greenery? So, if this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Jill and I teach online belly dance classes. Every week I upload different types of tutorials to YouTube. I also have some paid classes that are going to be available very soon for purchase. And if you happen to live in Halifax, Nova Scotia, I teach in-person classes. So I would love to see you there. All of the information that you need about me and any of the things I just mentioned is linked below in this video. So today we are going to cover a sequence that I did in a short that I uploaded recently. It is linked right there. I'm in a red costume and I was like opening up my wings that I was using for a show last week, yay. So I thought that would be a nice combo to go through because it's like straightforward enough steps, and the challenge is going to be seamlessly moving from one step to another, coordinating your feet, doing the right thing with your hips, and relaxing through it all. Super fun and challenging, which is why I love this dance. So let's do a little bit of a warm-up just in case your muscles are cold. Just get up, shift your weight with me, right to left, swing your hips around. We're not really doing anything specific right now. We're just moving our hips. Actually, I'm drawing a big, messy figure eight. As I shift my weight from right to left, you can go in a straight line, or you can draw shapes with it. So what I was doing was drawing a figure eight. So I'm taking my right hip, sending it to the back right-hand corner of the room, swinging it around, and then bringing it, drawing a diagonal straight line from the front right of the room to the back left, and then swinging that left hip around from back to front. Diagonal line, swing, diagonal line, swing, line, swing. So when we're doing it messy, we're not really paying attention to technique. I'm kind of just like enjoying shifting my weight from side to side and mobilizing my hips. Of course, if you were going to do it like when we are training technique, you bring your feet a little bit closer together, you really engage that core and you're working your muscles a little bit more. But that weight shift is also really important. And depending on what style you're doing, you might want to have, I'm not going to say locked knees, but more straight knees. And really emphasizing the core work, or you might want to have really flexible knees and really shifting your weight and kind of going like outside of your body, so to speak, is the terminology that I'm familiar with. Does that make sense? Inside your body, outside your body. So basically, we have like this frame. We have our hips, okay? Think of it this way. You've got your hips and you've got what you can do if your feet are parallel to each other, hip width apart or tighter. You know, there's only like so much distance that you can cover right to left and front to back with your hips, because that's determined by your feet. So when I say inside my body, it's like when your feet are less than hip width apart. If my feet are hip width apart or wider, that lets me go in contrast outside my body with the figure eight. See, it's the same figure eight. This one is like inside the frame of my body, whereas this one is kind of going a little bit more outside the frame of my body. So just to give you some context about what I mean when I say inside and outside the body. It's a funny expression. So that's our hips. Reach your body, your upper body, right to left. Warm up that rib cage and your abs. Good. Take your feet a little wider than hip width. Put your arms above your head. Bend one leg and reach. So what's happening right now is I'm bending my right leg and I'm reaching with my right arm towards the left. So this is giving a nice stretch to our obliques, waking them up because we use those a lot in this dance. Good. Very good. So you really want to give a good stretch with your arm to really feel a nice stretch there. Really, the more you reach with your hand and ground with your feet at the same time, the more of a stretch you're going to get in your obliques, which is also super fun. Roll your shoulders back, roll them forward a couple times, back and forward. Good. Pelvic engagement, my lower hips. My lower back is relaxed. My weight is in my heels. My knees are soft. I'm going to engage my lower core to bring my tailbone from pointing to the back of the room to pointing straight down, and release. Engage, release. It's very subtle. Engage, release. Now you can see it. Engage, release, engage, release. Turn around to the other side, come a little closer. Engage, release, engage, release, engage, release, engage, release. Good. Shift your weight from right to left, but instead of emphasizing side to side like we were at the beginning, think about sending your hips up and down. So every time I lean into my right, I'm straightening my right leg and sending that hip up, 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 up. That's just a really nice, delicious stretch. So let's talk about what I did in that sequence. Let's jump into our dancing portion. So what's happening? I'll show you the sequence and walk you through the steps, and then we'll work on the moving through the sequence, flowing through the sequence. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to stand on your left foot, you're going to pop your right, and you're going to do hip sits. So I'm going to engage my core to lift my hip and let it drop. So I'm going to do 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can keep it in place, or you can layer it onto a vertical circle if you feel like a little challenge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can do either of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your weight is in your left. You're going to keep your weight in your left. You're going to pick up your right foot, and you're going to do 4 camels to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. How do you do a camel? Shifting my weight. I have a video about it. It's linked right there. I'm shifting my weight. I'm opening and closing my feet as I travel. Not that big. I'm just exaggerating so you can see what's happening with my feet. And as you walk, when I go to step forward, I'm sending my hips back. When I step onto the foot that's open, I said forward, I mean out. When I go to take a step with my right, as soon as I dig my weight into my left to balance so that I can pick up my right foot, I'm sending my hips back. And then as I step with my right foot, I'm pulling them forward and back. So it's almost like you're imagining like your hips are turning a wheel back up, front down, back up, front down. Let me come closer so you can see that isolation. Back up, front down. See the wheel going? My knees are soft, my knees are involved, and so are my abs. So that's what a camel looks like. So what we're gonna do is we're doing a walking camel. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then what's going to happen? You finish that 4th one. Your weight should be on your left when you finish. You're going to do a step back with your right foot. So you're going to go right, right. So it's like a 1, 2, 3 step. Right and right, left and left. Except instead of going to the side, we're traveling back with it. Right and right, left and left. Good. You're going to open up your right. You're going to stand on it. And then the last thing is a sweep. So you pull. First, let's start with the lunge. So my weight is on my right foot. My left leg is extended. My core is, of course, engaged. So I want to draw a long figure 8 along the ground with my left foot. Long, forward in front of me, loop around, bring it back. So the point where the 8 crosses is in front of your supporting leg, which in this case is the right. So you go forward and back, forward and back. So I call this a sweep because it's like your foot is dragging on the ground, sweeping, cleaning that floor. Just kidding, my floors are always clean. So let's talk about the sequence again. So we start over here. Weight is on your left. You're going to work with your right hip. Sit. Engage your core, bring that hip down and let it drop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to go with camels. Open up that right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step back with your right. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Switch your weight and sweep. Good. Let's walk through it again. This time we'll add some arms. Okay, so for the hip sits, I'm going to frame my right hip with my right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Camel. I'll slowly bring my left arm down, 3, 4, step back, we'll keep our hands here, right, left, and then we're gonna open our right arm with our left leg. We're gonna open our right arm as we step onto our right and extend our left leg, and then we have a nice frame here for our sweep. Good, let's walk through that again. So the challenge is mastering the isolations one by one, and then it's also putting them together seamlessly. The fun of the feminine. So that's why I feel like this dance, I talk so much about feminine embodiment and how this dance teaches it, because it's like one characteristic or hallmark is the feminine is doing things with ease, making it look easy even when it's challenging. And of course, you know, like there's a fine line to everything, and we don't want to get into the habit of being like, no, it's fine, I can do it, it's all good, and never asking for help. It's just like, this is just one example, you know, that it's like part of the mystique and the beauty of this dance is that it's made to look flowing and easy. Not everyone dances that way. This is my preference and my style. So here we go. Get ready for your hip sits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Camel. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go back on that right. Right and right. Left and left. Open to the right. Sweep. Good. Very nice. Let's do it on the other side since we're here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Camel to the left and 4 and back, open, sweep. Again, let's do it 2 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Camel, 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 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4, open, sweep. Good, let's try it last time. On the left, 2, 3, 4. Camel, 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 and back, and open, and sweep. Very good. Let me know how you liked that. Show me your videos of you trying that out. I would love to see them. Again, please do like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.